What it does is actually it adjusts the spool pieces, vertical spool pieces, like this one and this one, to accommodate the slope points. So it will consider start and end as anchors, and also it will consider any additional anchors provided in between. Any questions you have before I discuss more? But this is interesting, not available in PDMS. Okay, close it. Just a second. Let me see if it is some point is worth discussing here. So by default, the head and tail will always be fixed, and these will be depicted as stars. There are four types of anchor: start, finish, definitely. Component, you can define any component in between to be as anchor, and a position along the leg can be. I told you this. I will just come to practical demonstration in few minutes. Okay. So let me first show you this simplistic. We have given slope reference of what SLO REF, you can check 1:100. If I modify the slope or 2 in piping, there's a slope pipe. This is called retrospective sloping. So it will open another 3D view on top of the existing view, and you can see it shows this is the pipe number, this is the slope reference. So this is start, and this is finish. So red one uh, is the slope which will be means whatever you change it, it will show, and green one is the original route. And over here it shows branch legs. So there is uh, one leg, and then this is 150. Actually, it is not a leg here, but it is just showing as a vertical part of the pipe. So two legs here. Uh, Now you can change, apply a slope that is different. So let's say 1:200. So it will do some changes. So this will move upwards from the original pipe. Or if you make it 1:50, just a second. Let me make it more deep. Slope up, slope down. So it is changing slightly, and the fall. Just a minute. So you can see the fall is changing over here. While I'm changing, for example, in 1 is to 100, what was the fall for this leg? 49.14. So the graphic is not, since the length is small, the graphic is not showing much difference. So red part is the slope after we apply change slope, and green part is original route, right? So for each leg, for each leg selected, what is the length of the leg? 5,000, and what will be the fall? So obviously, when one slope in every 100 mm is there, so there will be 50 mm in 5,000 mm. But if I change it 1 is to 200, it changes slightly. The pipe moves up, and you can see the slope, the fall becomes half. Similarly, if I make it say 1 is to 20, the fall becomes greater. And but there's some warning also. Leg angle, leg one will most the requested angle. So it will not match because the allowance set for flange is, because for every p point of catalog there is some allowance set, like from range from 10 to 30 degree, 10 to 20 degree. So it will not go beyond that. So there's some warning. You can click here and check. The pipe contains elbow or bend that are not 90 degree. Leg angle 1 will not match the requested angle. So if there are some warnings, it will be displayed in this errors. Let me change it to 75. Let me change it, as you said, 200, which is a practical value, and it will change the legs. So this is a simple pipe. There is a checkbox to slope individual legs, but this pipe contains only single leg. So we'll first see the example of how you can change it. Let me apply it. Okay. So the slope has been changed. And let me check the elevation here. And elevation of the flange. Right. So you can check 24.572. It was earlier 50. Okay. I will come back here. Now you can see currently it is not this one. For the use of anchors. So this was simplest case. Okay, you can change the slope completely. But let me take the example of the pipe we routed earlier, 100 C16, 3D view, add connected. So if I modify, you can see what was the slope earlier. Slope reference 1 is to 100. Now I open this slope pipe. So it is showing 1 is to 100. And how many legs are there in this? 5 legs. Out of that, 2 legs are vertical. The first leg, start and finish. So there is no fall in this leg. That length of the leg is given. Second leg, there's a slope of 1 is to 100, and there's a fall of 16.5. Third leg, there's around 130 mm of change of elevation, and leg length is 12,940. Then again vertical leg, and then the last leg. Now what happens is, before pressing apply, you can see all the functionalities. First of all, if I change the slope to 1 is to 200, how the pipe will look like. See,